welcome back to part 2 of Skyrim walkthrough with commentary. I'm Viral, and you are watching VGR, part 2 of the Skyrim character creation / tutorial. So, where we left off, I had just finished making my character, and I'm about to give him his name. And we're going to get into the small tutorial of the game, so I'm just going to name him after my handle, Viral, and we're going to get into this small cinematic.
What are you doing in Skyrim? Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are returned to Cyrodiil. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
Learn our
As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
death to the Stormcloaks.
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the renegade from Cyrodiil.
Here it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries, what do you see?
Alright. So, right now, we're gonna get into the tutorial, and you're gonna follow Ralof to the tower here, or you just run ahead. It usually blocks your path if you wait for it. And you're gonna make your way up the stairwell from here, but make sure that you take a few steps back as this is about to happen. So you want to take a few steps back and avoid getting charged by him. You're going to make your way up the steps here, and then you're going to jump across to the next building and make your way to the next area here.
Hammy, you need to get over here! Now! That boy, you're doing great.
Trying to avoid getting charged by him.
God! Everywhere is back! Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense.
Alright.
Stay close to the wall!
And we're going to get a nice close-up of the guy who just saved your hide.
Quickly, follow me!
But I wouldn't suggest thanking him.
What does it take
way here, just something to keep in mind. There are two factions that you can follow. These guys here in the red and brown suits are the Imperials, and these guys are the Stormcloak Rebellion soldiers. So, based on which side you choose, whether it's this tower here following Ralof, or this section right here following the Imperial, they're gonna kind of reference you to their leader. So that'll kind of determine slightly where it is you end up in the game later on, but you don't have to make the choice just yet. You can follow whichever side. So I'm gonna stick to probably the Imperial side for now. Basic. So as we make our way in here, you're gonna find that you're gonna come across your first set of weapons, armor, and also the first set of abilities that you're going to witness, such as lockpicking and even casting. So I'm going to try and show you guys a quick run through of picking up gear, selecting skills and what it looks like, as well as picking up a few gold from that
really a
table over
dragon
there.
to bring us in the end times? We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from.
Right here.
I'm going to see if I can find something for these bones.
You might want to just pick this up. It's not a huge amount, but every small amount makes the difference, and I prefer saving the gold
You better get some
rather than just leaving it behind. And you're gonna get your first helmet. I believe this is empty. So we're gonna move our way to the next chest right over here. And you're gonna pop it open and get your first set of armor and your first sword right here. You're gonna put this armor on.
Give that sword a few
And equip your weapon. And for those of you that are wondering, yes, you can dual wield, so if you feel like it, you can grab another sword from here and go into your items, right into your weapons, and you just hit the other button. So since I'm holding the weapon in my right hand, I'm going to hit L1, and it's going to dual wield equip the weapons right here. But you don't necessarily have to stick with dual wielding. That's just one option out of many. There's two-handed weapons. You can pick up the shield later on through this area, and you can even become a caster class right off the bat. I believe you still have the ability right here for flames. So if you feel like it, you can actually dual wield your caster abilities right off the bat. So before I open up this area here, I'm going to show you your skill sets. So like I said, every class, well, every race starts with a bonus in certain skill sets. So for instance, this character here has a bonus in his one-handed weaponry. He has a slight bonus in his shield capabilities, heavy armor, enchanting, and apparently he's fairly proficient in restoration magic and destruction. So these are all skills that you can and inevitably will level up to 100. And like I said, it doesn't matter which race you picked, but it's all gonna determine by your choices what you choose to level up and how you feel comfortable playing your character in the first place. So we're gonna get into taking on these guys.
Okay. Just give me a minute.
I'm gonna set them on fire.
Hear that? Stormcloaks.
Crispy Stormcloaks. And you do run out of magicka fairly quickly. Like I said, the High Elves, if you pick the High Elf class, you probably aren't gonna have this problem, as your magicka regenerates fairly fast, so I'm just gonna take them down with wield. And of course, here's your first shield that you can get. And also, you can kind of see that the Stormcloak armor isn't as great as the Imperial armor, but this is also something you can take, is the fur gauntlets and the iron war axe.
That door open.
Now another thing to keep in mind, as you can see here, the value of a weapon or armor will decrease exponentially when you sell it at a vendor. So your best bet is to grab the most expensive stuff and sell it, because something that sells for 20 gold, you might only make about 5 gold off of it, 7 gold maximum, until you level up your speech. And the only way to do that is to naturally level up, as well as sell tons and tons of things to the vendor without going above your carrying capacity.
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy.
What was that? Time to end this little game.
Old storeroom. See if you can find some potions. Might come in handy.
So here's your first set of potions. We're gonna grab all of these just by pressing square to take all. And there are still some over here on the shelf. So you're gonna take that, and you're gonna take this. And the wine is actually very useful for your stamina, so you can grab a bottle of wine and get a little tipsy as your stamina goes up. And I believe one more right here.
Done then? This way.
Okay, so we're gonna move our way down here into the dungeon, and like I said, we're gonna find our first set of mage armor, as well as our first. Oh no, looks like our friend's down for the count. He's okay.
You fellows haven't. Just in time.
Okay, so as you make your way in here, you're going to see on the table there's 2 lockpicks. So you're going to grab both of them. You're going to turn around and see that there's a shield here. If you picked up the hide shield, this one is slightly better, and you also have the ability to pick up an iron mace as well. So if you want to grab that, you can move on to the middle cage, and you'll be able to see right through the bars that there's a mage just laying in there.
No authority over me.
This is the first setup for lockpicking. So you're going to use your left control stick to move it around, and your right one to determine whether you're able to do it. So if it shakes like that, it means that you're in the wrong position, so you're going to want to kind of dance around with it a little bit. And if you do it a little bit too much, that's what happens. So we're going to try and open this up. There we go. So now that it's open, you casters out there can loot him for his gold, his potion, and of course you have the option to take the novice hood and the novice robes. So I'm going to grab them either way because it's worth money, so I'm going to grab the spell tome, the gold,
all my things,
and the minor magicka here. And don't forget to come to the table, as there's a nice knapsack here with 4 more lockpicks and a potion of healing. I'm going to take this book too. I like to read. So you're going to make your way down this hallway, but before you go all the way, I want you to stop and turn here, and you're going to have the ability to get another little bag, but this one has quite a few coins in it, so I'm going to try and get in here without it. Perfect. And there we go, a coin purse. And maybe, yep, this guy's got some gold on him. Now, if you're wondering what the bone meal is for, It's used for alchemy. I'm not one to take apart in alchemy. I just don't really care for wasting my time doing it because I run into potions all the time anyway. So.
Where in Oblivion are we supposed to go? Where's the way out?
Here
Just
we
give
go.
me a minute. Let me think.
And for those of you that want to do something like this, feel free to do it.
To the Empire!
I'm going to let you down.
Freedom! Or Sovereign!
So we're gonna grab our first set of arrows and our first longbow, and I'm gonna grab his battle axe. And same with the great sword.
I better stay back and see to the old man. Good luck, you two.
So as you're making your way down here, take a quick look to the left. You'll actually notice a little bit of an entrance. So if you make your way in here and come all the way here to the skeleton, you'll notice a coin purse. Had 9 gold in it, and the potion of minor healing. And if you search the skeleton, you find 6 gold. Always handy to pick up a little bit of money here and there, so. Nothing here. Okay. Gonna make my way back. And if you look right up here, you'll find another coin purse. And unfortunately can't check the skeleton, so I'm gonna keep moving on. So right up about in this area here, you're gonna find your first set of creepy crawlies, which are these giant spiders here. And probably one of the best things to take them down is fire. So just don't be afraid to burn them to a crisp. And loot them for their venom. You're gonna find that the venom comes in handy when it comes to combat, and you never know what kind of cool things you find on them too. But the venom that they have, you can apply to your weapons by going into potions, opening it up, and selecting the frostbite venom. It's gonna ask, do you want the poison? Do you want to poison the iron sword? You'll hit yes, and this will allow you to do a little bit of extra damage with your sword for a short time. So as we make our way up here, we see a mama bear, and we get to test out the venom. So I'm gonna take her down with a sweet cutscene to boot. They like them apples. And she's got nothing good on her. That's okay. And before you leave the area, don't forget to search the crate, because it does have a coin purse in there with about 36 gold. Now generally, for those of you who wait for the NPC to show up, this is the part that you're going to crouch down and just sneak through the area, trying to avoid the mama bear. But I'm more of a run in blindly and try and slice and dice kind of person, but that's just me. And we've reached the end of the tutorial here. So we're actually going to make it out into Skyrim here, and I'm going to work into getting to the first place in Riverwood, as well as getting to our first main city, which is Whiterun, in the Part 3 video walkthrough right after this. So, again, don't be afraid to subscribe, keep yourselves updated, and tune in for more Skyrim